everyone!
Welcome, family and friends, and soon to be new friends, we hope.
We hope.
We just wanted to go ahead and introduce ourselves.
I'm Kim.
And I'm Erin, and we are K&E RV TV. So we're best friends from South Florida. We've been living, working, and traveling full-time in our RV for the past 6 months.
So we're going to take you for a little walk around the park today and explain to you a little bit more about how we got here and what our channel is all about.
Absolutely. So go ahead and join us.
Woo! Alrighty, we just want to introduce you to our fur babies for the ones that don't know. This is Zach. And this is Cody.
Cody's like, what? What'd I do?
Cody's gonna be famous?
They should be for their cuteness.
Zachary!
You're so handsome.
Hi, Zach.
Oh, Cody's peeing.
He pees on everything.
And poops in everything.
Sunny and 75.
It's a beautiful day today. It's like the hottest day we've had so far, so it feels kind of warm out. There's this beautiful creek that runs right behind our whole RV park with this cute little drive-through pass-through.
So we've been researching over 2 years about full-time RV life, watching tons of videos, any information that we could find out. But honestly, we were still stuck in our day-to-day normal life, wasting our money on rent, living for days off and vacations, much like everyone else. But we love traveling, and we knew it was time for an adventure.
So we live by the beach in Fort Lauderdale. We were very comfortable in our jobs. We had lots of friends and family nearby. But we knew we had this dream of buying an RV, finding jobs that we could do on the road, and travel at the same time. We figured since we're single, we don't have any kids.
Besides the fur babies.
So we figured why not do this now while we're young and able.
Absolutely.
We really love being out here in the mountains, being able to explore. I just want to sit in a tube and float down it. Erin swears there's creatures in here.
It's either a beaver or an otter. Not entirely sure, but I'm gonna find out before we leave. But something made that. And like you see the holes over there? Something lives in those hole caves over there. If you know what it is, tell me. I saw one yesterday, but it was for like a second, and I couldn't confirm the orientation of the animal.
The orientation?
2 words. So mind you, we are 2 girls with 0 RV experience.
0.
So we were hesitant to pull the trigger. Our family and friends thought we were crazy. Like, who would want to live in a box?
And then COVID happened! So we worked in the restaurant biz, and because of COVID, we lost all of our hours. We lived in Fort Lauderdale, and at this time, COVID was on the rise. We had no idea how long quarantine was gonna last. So my amazing parents offered for us to come live with them.
They live on the west coast of Florida, which had much lower cases. So we decided to take them up on their offer. We sold everything in our apartment and moved in with the parents.
Fun times.
So thanks to the amazing parents, we were able to save up and make our dream of buying an RV a reality.
We had to figure out exactly what kind of RV we wanted now that was serious, and we decided with our research that we were going to get a Class C. So I was hunting literally every day on every RV place I could try to find an RV, but because of COVID, everyone was buying the RVs. Literally the day they were posted, they were sold. Just like that.
People don't want to stay in hotels, they don't want to fly on planes, so the best way to travel right now is an RV, which was kind of bad timing for us because we had been thinking about this for years. It just so happened that COVID gave us our push and gave everyone else the same push at the same time.
Exactly.
So it was a challenge for sure, but we finally, like we said, decided on a Class C, which is a smaller motorhome that you drive. And yeah,
after about like 2 months of searching, just one night I was late looking on Facebook Marketplace and I came across one. I wrote the guy, I made an appointment for the next morning. We were the first ones to see her and she was beautiful. We had seen multiple ones before this time and they all had water damage and were not in good shape for the price that we could afford. And then we came across this one and she was amazing, great shape, no water damage at all.
Especially for
very
the age.
low miles.
She's a 99, so for her age, she was in like pristine condition.
Exactly.
Basically.
The guy literally had people calling him the whole time we were there wanting to come look at it.
Yeah.
So we knew like if we really wanted this one, like we had to do it.
Had to happen in that day, and it did.
And I drove her home, and I've never driven an RV before.
And she did great. Honestly, she did great. I still have not. 6 months later, and I have not driven Lucy yet. That is her name.
What would you do without me?
I think I could do it in an emergency, but like it's my driving record is probably not the best. But hey, you know, so far so good. Kim has done great, especially since we've gotten to our new location. She's done great driving
through the mountains.
Like, basically, yeah. We're in Tennessee. Real quick snippet. So at first we didn't have any plans for any big renovations, but since we had the time and the space at Dad's house, and especially his knowledge and expertise to help us along the way, we figured like this is the time, let's do it. So after 2 months of renovating everything we could on a budget, we brought Lucy to the 21st century.
So after making her beautiful, we had to figure out where our first destination was going to be. We didn't want to go too far from home, so we decided on, of course,
Orlando.
Home of our favorite mouse.
We're theme park junkies, so obviously it was the first stop. And it only being 2.5 hours away from the parents on the West Coast, we figured in case if there was some kind of an emergency or we weren't happy in the RV or something like that, we weren't too far, you know, to bring it back.
We knew Lucy had never been lived in full time, and she's 20 years old, so we didn't know if we were going to have any problems arise or anything like that.
Exactly.
So everything worked out. We stayed there for 2 months. We got to go to the parks whenever we wanted to.
Lived our best lives.
But the holidays were coming up, so we knew we wanted to be able to spend it with family. So we decided to go to Columbia, South Carolina. So we found a beautiful spot on Lake Murray, and it ended up only being about 10 minutes from my family's house. So it really was a great experience. We got to stay there for 4 months. We had to celebrate the holidays, many birthdays. We got to spend a lot of extra time with everyone. So it really was a blessing, and we really loved it.
Absolutely.
Lucy's all packed and ready to go. We're leaving South Carolina today. Our beautiful lake view has been our home for the past 4 months.
And the next step was where's our next spot? So we, you know, kind of thought about it, figured out, you know, we have family and friends all over the country, so we're just kind of make our way. You know, we're on the non-planned plan, but we did decide on Tennessee because you're the only 10 I see. Yeah, I'm corny. So we have been here about 2 weeks now, and we honestly decided, now that we're settled in, been about 6 months doing the RV life, that we would like to document so family and friends can see what we're up to, and anybody else who wants to, you know, go along on our journey with us, and hopefully we can share some insight. And that's why we decided on making this channel. Now bear with us because we don't have any filming or documenting experience whatsoever. I barely even use like Snapchat. So this is definitely new to us. So hopefully we will improve. But we just want to welcome everyone and thank you for tuning into our channel.
K&E RV TV. K&E RV TV. Sing it with us.
K&E RV TV. K&E RV TV.
So we hope you guys come along for the journey. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, comment below, like the video, all of the above.
We appreciate anything, and it would really help us out.
It'll really help us out.
Yeah. All right, guys.
So bye.
Big thank you to our family and friends for helping our RV dream come true. Please subscribe, like the video, ring the notification bell, and comment below where you think our next destination should be.